Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Oksana, and in this video I'm going to be talking about purpose and how to find it. It seems to me that a lot more people in recent years have been looking for purpose and progressively getting more frustrated without being able to find it. It also seems to me that purpose has transformed from being a nice to have to a must have. Don't get me wrong, I'm no exception, and I have spent more than a few years being frustrated that I could not find my purpose. At this point in time, I'm pretty confident in my purpose, but it was not a quick journey and it was not a smooth one either. I've been wanting to find my purpose for a number of years, and in order to do so, I went to sources like books and videos. And I heard people talking how awesome it is to have a purpose because when you feel lost, you just go and find your purpose. It's that easy, and it will tell you what to do. Well, none of the books that I've read and none of the videos that I watched actually explain how to find purpose. They left the most important part out. Well, how do you find your purpose? So I have distilled my journey to the 4 steps, which I call the roadmap to finding your purpose. But before I dive into the roadmap, let's just set the context on what purpose is and what it's not. Answers to the questions about occupation, about industry, or your job title are not purpose. Purpose is a statement that tells the rest of the world of what you're here to do. It outlines your intention in a strategic way. And it's also about what makes you feel fulfilled. And honestly, no one needs to know your purpose except for you. Once you know your purpose, you can say yes to the experiences that are aligned with it and say no to others. Purpose is your guiding star. As I mentioned, it's the strategy level. Your how is something that you need to figure out once you understand what your purpose is. Let's take an example. Being a lawyer. So being a lawyer is actually a tactic. It's the how of your purpose, while your purpose is the what. Maybe your purpose is to give voice to the ones who feel silenced. And there are many ways and tactics of how you can go about executing your purpose. For example, you indeed can become a lawyer to do that. You can also open an advocacy center or advocacy group to give voice to the silenced. Or maybe you just start your own business and give jobs to people who now will be able to express themselves creatively. Again, the job, the industry are the tactics, and your purpose is the high-level strategy and your intention of what makes you feel fulfilled alive, what your mission is. I do believe that purpose evolves as we evolve. So if you write your purpose statement earlier in your life or career, then keep iterating it as you progress through different stages of life to make sure it's still aligned with what you want to do and what makes you feel fulfilled. Let's talk about the roadmap. There are 4 steps to finding your purpose. Step number 1, cultivate self-awareness. You have to be crystal clear on what your values are and what drives and motivates you. And many people actually give up on this stage because it takes time. It takes time to figure out who you are. It takes time and opportunity to spend some time with yourself and understand your own values. And it takes time to understand what drives and motivates you. And I think a lot of us want the answers now, so we have a fear of missing out. And if we don't have purpose now, then we feel lost and we don't know what we're doing. I suggest spending at least a few years in the stage to really give it a shot and to really understand who you are and what you're about. And if we put those pressures aside, the fear of missing out and wanting to have the answer now, it might actually be a fun process of exploration. Step number 2, experiment. Try different hobbies, different industries, different dynamics, different environments, different countries, whatever it might be. Explore and experiment. An important milestone on this journey is when you understand what you like versus what you have been conditioned to like and want by others or your environment. Step number 3, understand your why. Once you spend a decent amount of time in step number 1 and step number 2, I really suggest to chill out here for about 10 or so years. Make a short list of your values, your drivers, and next to them, write out why you'd gravitate towards them. What specifically in those values, in those drivers, that makes you feel fulfilled? And lastly, step number 4, create a cohesive purpose statement by combining your values, your drivers, and your why. If you ask me what my purpose statement was, I would say that every day I'm driven to personally evolve and to use my platform to help myself and others experience success and joy. In the purpose statement, it's important to capture not just your personal side and what makes you feel fulfilled, but how it relates to others. Most of the time, we find the greatest fulfillment in life when we actually give back, when we interact with others. So it's important to spend some time thinking on how you want to contribute to the lives of others. Once you have your purpose statement, as I mentioned before, be prepared to iterate it and continue to refine it together with you. Every single word in your purpose statement must speak to your mind and to your heart. So for me, in my purpose statement, every word has a meaning and every word is there for a reason. Together, they point at what makes me feel fulfilled in life. Before we go, one more tip that I want to share with you is sometimes it's helpful to have people who are not you to help you refine that purpose statement. I was lucky enough to have had help to help me refine this final statement in the way it is right now. And I think it's important to ask your friends for perspective. Share your purpose statement with them and ask them if it's a true reflection of who you are. If they think it's not, continue to work with it and continue to find words that might be better suited for your purpose statement compared to what you have right now. Even though purpose statement is for you, you need to be actively using it. I suggest making it a wallpaper on your phone and remind yourself of what it is. The more you see it on a daily life, the more educated decisions you will be able to make when it comes to making choices in life, when it comes to choosing your career paths, choosing your experiences, making sure that those experiences and career choices are actually aligned with your purpose. If you like this video, please subscribe and like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.